So guys, welcome back. In this lecture, we will continue our queries and I'm going to show you keyword where. So guys, let's get started. You can see in the previous example, I wrote select star from new table. When I said this, I will see all users, all information from my new table. But however, if I want to see just ID 1, or if I want to see just, let's say, this name John, what I need to do in this situation, I need to insert here my where keyword. Let me show you. I will, first of all, I will remove the semicolon here and I will say with the capital where with upper cases, I will say where and let's write ID equal, let's say 1. Okay, I will just click semicolon here. First of all, I want to show you here, I want to tell you here something, guys, and then I will click this running icon. Guys, we said in the SQL we have bunch of data, we have bunch of data types and variables. And we said data types and variables for using is used for managing our data, because in the SQL we have so many data and we have to manage or we have to modify it. And in this situation, variables are the way we want to go. You can see here I wrote ID equal 1. This 1 is integer data type. And integer data type is variable, is the same as a variable or data type, they are synonym. So guys, integer is whole number and I wrote here ID equal 1. In this situation, when I click this, I should see just Bob, Peter and age 12. Because when you write here ID equal 1, you will see ID just 1. And when you wrote here, let's say ID equal 5, if you run it, you should see Jim McVeigh. Okay, or I will write here 10 because we don't have 10 users, we just have 7. If you click this, you will see null because there is no people that ID equal to 10. Okay, but if you write here 7, I think 7 we have to have. You can see we have this Mary John and age 88. So guys, let me show you if I want, if I write here, for example, like this, let's remove this and let's also click clear here. I want to say, I want to get where name is equal to, let's say, Bob. I will say where name equal, and I will just write here Bob. But it is not true. Because if you write here Bob, that means this is kind of like of data. But what we talked about, our string of data, we said we have varchar, okay? And this varchar is the data type. That is why you need to write here name and between this quotation marks. I will write here Bob and I will click run. I will say this Bob here, okay, guys? And let me just show you, if you remove this quotation marks here, if you write Bob and if you click run, you will see nothing. Because when you write here Bob, your SQL will get this Bob as a data type, but there is no Bob data type. We have just string data type, integer data type, date, timestamp, and we talked about blob, and we said blob is blob stands for binary large objects, okay, like files or images. But you wrote here Bob. That means you want to get data type Bob, but you don't. We don't have Bob data type. Or if you write here, let's say Mary, okay. That is why if you want to get name, if you want to get or surname, you need to write your name and surname between quotation marks. Let's write here Bob. If I click run here, I will say Bob here, you can see. And let me show you, let me explain this to you, what I need to write quotation marks here. If you know any programming language, you should know that strings always writing in the quotation marks, or plain texts writing in the quotation marks. But if you don't programming language, it doesn't matter, guys. Do not worry, I will explain from the scratch. So integer data type, we talked about integer data type and we said integer data type is the whole numbers. Okay, and I said decimal data types is used for decimal numbers like 10.5 or let's write 5.7. Okay, this is decimal data types. You can see when I write like this, my SQL automatically make this kind of like a yellow color. You can see here yellow because they are numbers. But if you write here just name numbers, there is no any color here. But if you write here 15, you will see this is integer, this 15 is integer, and this 15 is whole number. But if you write here 15.6, this will be decimal, not integer, because we said integer is only whole numbers except decimal. Okay, decimal is the numbers like this. So guys, let me show you this varchar here. Varchar, we said writing varchar, we need to write our parentheses here. And when we write our parentheses here, between these parentheses, we need to write our length. For example, if you write 10, that means your name or surname or department name will be a length of 10. Okay. And I will write here as a varchar, because we said this varchar is a string of text. We can write here, for example, my name. And my name is, sorry guys, my name is Saeed. And if I write my name like this, you can see there is nothing, yellow here. But you need to write like this, quotation mark. And between this quotation mark, I need to write my name like this. You can see when your color is red, that means this is data type. And I said string of text or plain text in the SQL must written between this quotation mark or in the quotation mark. Okay guys, that is why I need to write here quotation mark Bob and open the quotation mark and here close the quotation mark. Okay, if you click run here, you should see this. Or I will write here not Bob, I will say here Jim. Okay, if I click run here, I should see name Jim. Or I can remove this name and I can write surname. Okay, surname equal, for example, seller. I don't know if we have seller or not. No, we don't have any seller. Let's click this. Let's see our table here. Yeah, actually we have here seller, but I didn't saw this seller here. Why? Where surname equals seller. Okay, let's write here another. I will just say Peter. If I click run here, select, where's the problem here? I don't know. Oh guys, I'm so sorry. I wrote here surname, not surname. I need to write surname here. Okay, it is good error for us because you also saw that if you write your keyword here wrong, your code will be wrong. Okay, let's click again and you can see Bob Peter. This is my result. I will write seller here and I will click run again. I will see John Seller. Okay, you can see here John Seller. So let's write one more. I will say pop and some pop. Let's remove this and I will write not sun. Let's write pop. If you click run here, you should see this. But if you remove this quotation marks and if you write like this, we said this is the kind of your SQL will get this as a data type, and we don't have any data type that is pop. Okay, you need to write between quotation marks like this. Let's write seller. Okay, if you click run, you will see your result. So guys, I want to show you getting our result for this age. I will remove this from here, all of this, and I will say where age equal, for example, let's see our age. For example, let's write 12, or I want to write 23. Okay, and I need to remove this quotation mark here. Okay, let's click run, and you can see I get age this. Okay. So guys, I think we're almost done here. I did everything to you. So guys, let's finish our lesson here. Let's see you in the next video.